So last night, last minute, we booked a tour today to go up Etna. Our original plan was to go skiing, but it didn't end up working out just because of transportation issues. We researched like 5 different options. Somehow we're ending up going on this 14-kilometer hike to go see the lava. I guess the guy who we messaged is surveying it, Luca, and he mentioned that while he is going to the mountain today, he is not going to be doing the typical hike because he had planned to survey the lava flow. He's not going to be able to accommodate if we're not able to keep up with him, basically. He gave us 2 options. The harder one is supposed to be, I think, 300 meters elevation gain, while the easier one is supposed to be 100 meters elevation gain. I said the easier one, and then he said that's not as fun. We're gonna discuss in the car on the way. I wasn't really ready to commit to a 9-mile hike. We're also walking a kilometer to go meet up with him, but this is where we're at. And we've already committed, and we paid him, so we're going. I'm hoping that I'm in good enough hiking shape to keep up with him. We did like 20,000 steps yesterday, so I'm already feeling a little sore. I have confidence in myself. I have confidence in Luca to take care of us and not kill us on this hike up Mount Etna, and I'm so excited to see the lava. Fueling up for the hike. Grazie.
Altro?
No, basta. Carta, per favore. We got our fuel for the hike. Looks good. Alright, we just got some bottles of water, and I think we see our guide. I'm outside of McDonald's. Ciao! Luca! See. We feel super confident. I mean, we can do the harder one if you think it would be more scenic and more fun. Are we gonna slow you down?
I'm going to study. I'm gathering information right now. And this is your breakfast or I just forgot.
Oh no. We're getting more snacks at Deco. I thought that was you. I keep thinking everyone is you. Si, per favore. We needed more water.
You're like, I'm not carrying.
You don't want to carry it. We're still debating if we're going to go on the hard hike or the easy hike. Said he's going to let us know by the end based on his judgments of us. We may have failed the test by not bringing the water. We'll see. We'll see. Now that we're properly prepared to Luca's standards, we're ready to hike up Mount Etna. After about another hour in the car, we started to see steam coming from the mountains, and I was getting really excited. There was also a big change in scenery. We started seeing snow, and when we arrived, he said that there wasn't a lot of cars, which was a good sign, or so I thought. Luca very kindly provided all of the gear that we needed to hike the mountain, like poles and snow pants. We also rented boots from him. So once we found everything in our size, we started heading up the mountain. The hike wasn't bad at all at first. There wasn't a very steady incline. The terrain was fairly simple, and then he told us that this was the regular trail and we were going to split off into his trail in a little bit. We also came across this cool little cabin where hikers can rest and get prepared for the hike up the volcano. Oh, beautiful.
Look, it looks like a giant.
Oh, there's a little candle. It's dark. We're on the hard trail. Thanks, Luke.
Okay, let's say.
Oh, hell
So
no.
pay attention.
Once we started up the hard trail, Luca started giving us information on how to handle the terrain, the history of Mount Etna, and the nature around us.
It's not awesome, but you're not gonna mind it.
Doesn't taste like a fucking berry.
No, it's like it resonates like a pine tree.
That's okay. That was a juniper berry, and as you can tell, I hated it. About 3 miles in, this happened. No, I'm doing so good.
I think he's concerned about it taking 16 hours.
Oh, do you think the time limit is the problem?
A little bit.
We did good. He said we did good. You heard it here, folks. Are we gonna do the easy one now?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I was pretty stoked about switching from the hard trail to the easy trail. I'm not gonna lie, I was dying. At this point, we were already about 3 miles in anyway, so it wasn't a huge difference. It was honestly probably harder to get to the easier trail than it would have been to keep going, but we were just going with Luca's suggestion, and he thought that we should switch to it. We switched to the new trail. I wouldn't say that it's completely like without an incline. It's definitely an incline. We're in the clouds. It's easier, but not very efficient. There's no lava. We can't see the lava. He said it cooled down. I don't see the lava. You guys see lava? They're looking for lava. Do you see lava?
Not yet.
That's the positive thinking I love to hear. He's over there, he's looking for it. I'm tired, fucking tired. There's no view. We can't see anything. We're in a cloud, so that's pretty cool. We made it to the top, and for what? Maybe we'll get to see some lava. He's gonna look for us. I have faith in him. I trust in Luca. Where's the lava, Luca? Oh no. He said just picture it.
If you think really hard, you can see the lava underneath it all.
Red line.
You can see it on the satellites. Snaking, twisting, I think they all
Twisting
Yeah,
over.
meandering.
like a river
Like, yeah.
of molten rock.
Yeah, a river of melting rock coming down, and then the 1 point explosion.
I could hear it now.
Like the one.
Half a mile?
Yeah.
We can see it?
Yeah, it's a little bit rough, but it's just a little bit.
Can you see some lava?
No.
Oh.
No, it's cool. This is a place to sit.
Yeah. Yeah, we can sit everywhere.
What's wrong with
We
you?
can sit everywhere. You're fine like here?
Yeah.
Yeah? You don't want to walk anymore?
I'm happy. Being gaslit by Luca. He said it was flat. It was definitely uphill.
Uphill both ways.
Yeah, that's what it's sounding like. Look at him. He knows. He's lying. I'm gaslighting me. Got these handy hand warmers. It cleared up a little. From her viewpoint up there, you can see the heat from the rocks, which is pretty cool. So even though there's no lava, it's still a little hot. As we started to head back down the volcano, the fog cleared and we got a beautiful view of the snow. Because we went back down the main trail, I didn't realize that there actually was a huge incline at the end. It was mostly flat and downhill until the last mile, which was absolutely brutal. While we didn't get to see the lava, we still had a pretty fun adventure. Luca did lose his car keys for a solid 5 minutes. He eventually found them and we got in the car and started heading back. I devoured my breakfast pastry, which I was too embarrassed to eat earlier, and I was so glad I waited because I don't think I've ever had a pastry taste this good. Thank you so much for watching this hiking video, and if you want to see more, you can always subscribe. Ciao!